Hello guys, happy summer and welcome back to another Lightning Collection review. So today we are going to go back in time and have a little look at a figure from the past. And today I'm going to take a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger. So this is Kimberly and this is one of the older release figures that keeps getting a restock. Now I believe I got this from In Demand Toys. She was a normal Lightning Collection price, so I don't know if you remember a little while ago or if you're new around here, then she was going for a lot of money, sort of around £80. It is nice that we've got a restock of this, and anyone who missed out and wants to complete that windowed packaging is able to do that. So looking at the front of the box, it just shows some of the items that we get inside. So we've got Kimberly, our MMPR Pink Ranger figure, with her civilian head sculpt, her blaster in the blaster mode, a bow and arrow, and some other little bits that are just behind this cardboard in the box. The box is colour coded at the top, and artwork does wrap around to the side with a nice Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo at the top. On the other side we again have more artwork, and on the back just a digital render of the figure and all our legal stuff at the back of the bottom of the box and on the bottom of the box. So taking a look at our figure, she does look really nice and very pink as we would expect, but immediately you can notice that there's quite a few different colours in the pink. So we've got like a darker pink on the top, which I'm assuming is just a difference in the plastic, but on her arms it's a little bit brighter, same as her legs, and then on the skirt is a little bit different as well. So unfortunately this is a regular problem that we do keep having with the Pink Rangers, so she is not any different to any of the others, and unfortunately it is what we expect now. The helmet does look very nice, and she's got a nice morpher with the coin stamped in the belt. And the diamonds on the hands and the boots do look very nice. Looking at some articulation, her head does look up quite a bit and does look down a nice amount as well. Obviously does a full 360. Then we do have some butterfly joints on the shoulders with a very stiff arm that unfortunately on mine doesn't want to move. She does have single jointed elbows because they are from an earlier release set of figures. And then depending on what hands you've got in there, we do get a little bit of articulation on the hands. In the midsection, she is on a ball joint and she does have an ab crunch in there as well. You can sort of see the joint there. There's no drop down hips on this one, so her legs do move up and down as much as the skirt would allow, and there is a rotation on the upper thigh. She does have double jointed knees, which are really nice, as what we expect from Hasbro these days, with some rotation at the cut of the boot. And finally her foot does move up and down and some pivot on the ankle. So taking a look at some accessories, we do have her civilian head sculpt, which does look quite nice, but when you compare it to the new remastered figure, it's definitely an improvement from this. You know, her face does look very cheesy, but they definitely catch the character likeness from her, and it does sort of look like Amy Jo back in her younger days. So it's not horrendous, but it's definitely not the best. She comes with her blade blaster in blaster form, her bow, which does have the attachments for the power blaster, so you can attach the various weapons in there to create one almighty blaster. A couple of arrows here, so this is a blast effect arrow, which does sit on the bow quite nicely. And a standard bow, which unfortunately for me, I can never get it to hold because her fingers are just too loose for it to sort of fit in between, but I suppose that would depend on the hands on your figure. And finally, a couple of hands. So this is for holding the bow and arrow, and then just a nice closed fist for her there. The first thing I wanted to do was update the helmet. So this helmet is off of the Pink 2-pack. So this is actually Catherine's helmet, which does look a lot better. You can see it's more round. The beak on the bird does go near enough to the bottom, and it's just a lot more show accurate. You can just see the difference in the helmets there. So this one's a lot better. So I will be taking this one off and I will stick the new one on. So she does look a lot better with this one. So because my Catherine is displayed without a helmet, it's nice to update that helmet for her. And then I have also got a spare folded blade blaster. So this is in the holstered mode, so we can just put that in there as well. And then give her a bow and she is ready to go. So she looks a lot better there. Nice closed blade blaster, which does look pretty big, but the helmet just looks so much better. You can just, one last time, can see the difference. It is a lot better. So I will be displaying her like so. Moving on to the comparisons, you can see her in the middle there. So she has, like I say, updated helmet and stuff that's come off of the Catherine figure. So you can see that the difference in the pink, again, we're getting a darker colour on the plastic in the top, so that looks more of a purple, especially on camera, than the rest of the figure. This original one does look a little bit better. You can see the pink on the legs do look a little bit lighter, but they're both, again, having that sort of same problem as before. And then on this side, this is one of the newer updated body molds. So you can see she's got the pinless legs, the double jointed elbows with the pinless joints there as well. So the articulation on this one is definitely a lot better, and you don't feel like you're going to break it as much, but these definitely come with a lot more of a risk through quality control on these than the old ones. So I much prefer to see a figure like this. Maybe if we could take the joints off of the arms on there and put them on the, and kind of leave it as that, I'd be quite happy. Just so you can see like the differences between the new body mold, the old one, and the Pink Ranger from the 2-pack. And moving on to the final thoughts of this figure. So it is a really, really nice figure, but she definitely doesn't come without her problems. The difference in the colour of the skirt and stuff like that is definitely something that is very common with these Hasbro's Lightning Collection figures. Luckily, with her being such an early release, she doesn't come with loose joints and any of that sort of stuff that we do tend to have problems with. But considering Hasbro keep pushing these out, we do now seem to have a lot of different Pink Ranger figures. So they are basically all the same, coming with different heads and helmets and stuff like that. Now with the remastered figures coming out, this is definitely one to look past if you're just getting those MMPR figures. If you are a completionist and you do want to grab the whole set, then she's definitely worth getting anyway. And considering they keep re-releasing this, it is nice for the price to come down, because at one point she was going for about 60 to 80 pounds, which is a lot. Now I've updated the helmet, so she has got the updated helmet and a closed blade blaster. She definitely looks a lot better. But let me know your thoughts on this figure. Is it something that you're looking to pick up, or you've already got and had a while, or are you just holding out for that remastered release? I will be reviewing Rita this week, so she should be coming at the weekend or Monday, hopefully the latest. So if you want to check out the new Rita Repulsor from the new Deluxe Wave, then consider subscribing to my channel to get notifications for when that's coming. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and let me know what you like about the figure in the comments below. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. But that's all for me for now. See you soon.